Namaste. Welcome to our virtual learning classes. Dear students, I am going to teach compulsory English meanings into words students book grade 12th unit 1. Our topic is experience. As we know, whatever we do in our life, that is our experience. That's why all the students will have to understand that whatever the people in the global do their work, that is their experience. Then after, we have to directly focus exercise 1.1 experiences and achievements. Dear students, if you have textbook, you can have text material, reading comprehension. I studied French at university and taught French in a grammar school for 2 years. I have visited most of major European capitals and have a good knowledge of German, Dutch and Italian as well as French. Although I have never been directly involved in publishing, I have worked both as a translator and journalist. It is writers' experiences and achievements. The word experience and achievement should be chosen out from the given text. As I read out that the writer studied French at university, it is his experience, and taught French in a grammar school for 2 years. It's his achievements. Similarly, we write some sentences here. Rita studied Nepali. It is her experience, and Rita got a prize. It is her achievement. Similarly, you can make many more sentences and you can find out many more sentences related to the experiences and achievements. For example, in the text material, the writer visited most of the major European capitals and have a good knowledge of German, Dutch and Italian as well as French. Visited most of major European capitals tells us or explains us about his experiences, and on the other side, the writer has a good knowledge of German, Dutch and Italian as well as French. Tells us that he achieved many things from his experiences. That's why there is a big difference between both experiences and achievements. At last, I would like to define both the words very easily, that whatever you do, that is your experience, and whatever you get, that is your achievements. Dear students, some questions are given here. Number A is reference based and number 2 is text based. A, reference based, what is an experience? B, what is an achievement? You have already understood the meaning of different terms. That's why it will not be explained time and again, and you have to write and prepare a note at your home yourself. Number B, text-based material. In number A, why does the writer use present perfect tense? And number B, why does the writer use past simple tense only? I would like to explain the use of both tenses here. Please, you have to listen and note the meaning of the use of both tenses here. Basically, the present perfect tense is used to show the experience of any work and its relation up to now. And on the other side, the writer uses past tense to show his past experience, what he did in the past. It has no concern till the date or right now. That's why there is big difference in the use of present perfect tense and past tense. Understood? Very good. In brief, present perfect tense is used to show his past experience with the present relation, but simple past is used only to show the past experience which has no relation at all. Thank you. Thereafter, we directly move to exercise 1.2, listing experiences and achievements. Now, from the text material, we have to list out experiences and achievements. Experience, achievement. As you studied that whatever we do, that is experience, and whatever we get, that is achievement. From the text material, study. Study is an experience and have a knowledge of grammar. Grammar knowledge. It is achievement. Similarly, Visiting is an experience and knowledge of German, Dutch, etc. It is achievement. Understood? Similarly, you can find out many more words from the text and make a note sitting at home using the text material and doing more practice can be helpful for your further and better learning. Thank you. Then after, we'll have to jump to exercise 1.3. Exercise 1.3. Have you ever It is a grammatical text. After reading the text of experiences and achievements, the students are carried towards grammar points. Within this grammar topic, you have to learn present perfect tense. And we have text material there. There is already mentioned that present perfect tense for asking and talking in general about experiences. Dear students, you have to remember that present perfect tense is used to ask and talk in general experiences. For example, you ever gone to Have you ever gone to Pokhara? Similarly, have you ever studied French? Similarly, you can make many more sentences with the structure. Our structure is that have plus subject plus ever plus V3. Can you form many more sentences like this using your own brain? Before that, I will guide you some more easy sentences. For example, have you ever played cricket? Has she ever written a letter? Similarly, has he ever gone to market? Has Ram played tennis, etc. My dear friends, you have to learn the concept first, and then after you have to write using the teacher's concept and direction. For example, have is an auxiliary verb, you is your subject, and ever, and then after dot 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 is given here. Here you have to fill up third form of the verb. I mean V3, which makes your sentence complete within present perfect tense. Finally, I would like to direct you that use of present perfect tense is only for asking and talking in general about experiences. Our today's last exercise is exercise 1.4, leisure activities. As you know, leisure means free time. Suppose you are sitting at your home doing nothing. That is your leisure period, leisure hour, free hour. In free hour, you can do many more work. I mean, whatever you do, that comes in your leisure task. There is no limitation, no foundation for you. That's why leisure activities gives us you lot of pleasure. Now we go to exercise 1.4, leisure activities. You are asking two people about their leisure activities with the help of given clues. As you listen, two people are there. Number one is mountain climber, and number two is yachtsman. And clues are also given here. A lot. How many? Alps. Similarly, for the second person, a lot, open sea, and finally single-handed. Dear students, as you consult exercise 1.4 of your text, you can have many more examples, many more clues for your sentence creation. First, I will guide you how to use the clues for mountain climber as well as for yachtsman. You have to use both clues with the structure. Have you ever? For example, have you ever climbed a lot? Listeners, Have you ever climbed a mountain a lot? Similarly, how many times have you climbed? How many times have you climbed mountain? In the same way, you have to prepare, you have to write many more sentences using Alps or other clues. For example, we can ask, have you ever climbed Alps in your life? Similarly, have you ever joined any mountaineering camp, etc. Our second topic is related to yachtsmen, and clues are given a lot, open sea, single-handed. Listen me carefully. You have to use these clues to make your own sentences as your teacher dictated here. For example, a lot. Have you sailed any boat a lot? Similarly, have you ever sailed any yacht on the open sea? Or third one, have you ever sailed yacht single-handed, etc. That's why you have to do a lot of practice for your better knowledge. You can consult your textbook where there are given many clues, and you have to practice at your home. Finally, I would like to teach some free exercises. Dear students, you are at home. You have to practice a lot so that you can learn better. By the faster reference, you have to do lot of practice related to the topic reading. For example, have you ever read novel? Similarly, has Meena played cricket a lot, and many more. Dear friends, you have to use the structure and do lot of practice at your home. Thank you. Finally, I would like to set some assignments for your practice. If you have pen and pencil with you, please note down your homework. Number 8. Write your leisure time activities and ask some questions using present perfect tense only. Thank you. Finally, before closing my class of today, I would like to request you all the readers, if you have any comment and suggestions related to the topic, please go to our comment box and put your valuable suggestions which are really helpful for us. Thank you. Namaste.